Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for the end of January right through to the end of February 2025. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings, and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in towards you. Also, I've just opened a competition for 1 subscriber to win a free personal reading from me, but I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on because I'll get straight to your reading first. Some people are here just for the reading and some people are here for both. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding their current situation? What's going on regarding their love life? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of for their future when it comes to love? How would you like to receive? Okay, so we have the ring. We have the fish. So there is a commitment. I definitely see that you're looking for a high level commitment, and your protagonist energy is, you know, you want love, you want a connection with a person, and it grows. I feel there is an energy here. I'm really drawn to the flowers, and in the image that I can see in the water at the same time, I wish you could see what I can see because I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading. I'm seeing a bunch of flowers, but I'm seeing it in like a watering can. Random. So this could be an image or a logo or something you will see over the next coming weeks that highlight that there is going to be a connection that really blossoms into something that will grow. Okay, watering can is to nurture, of course, symbolically. But it could be that you're in like a restaurant on a date, for example, and you glance over and you see that they've put a bunch of flowers in a watering can as like a artistic piece, for example. Or it could be something that you're doing literally right now as you're listening to this reading. So please apply it to your situation. Sometimes these images mean absolutely nothing, and you're like, nope, got nothing. But then the next couple of weeks you start to see these images and you're like, oh, these are signposts to let you know that you're on a trajectory to meet the one. And your first card there is the ring. So I definitely see here that you are hoping for commitment. You want long-term commitment. I mean, the ring is about your commitments. So this can indicate that you're hoping for a partnership where you promise to take the journey of life and love together. There is a bond that will lead to marriage. You know, this card also can indicate that right now you've been focusing on your commitments, and these are commitments to your soul tribe or to your family, and you found it really hard to dedicate yourself to look for love. But ultimately, I feel that when you have kind of searched for love, because the fish, it's in the resistance position. So it's like you got it in reverse. It can indicate that, you know, you are open and ready for commitment. You have gone through a deep period of personal discovery, basically a journey where you have been going through personal development and growth, and you're ready for commitment. But you may have met people who are a little bit wishy-washy, or perhaps were not emotionally available because this is in the resistance position. It can also indicate that you have withdrawn from love or looking for love for a brief period of time because you feel that every time you go out there, there's no one that you actually want to spend your life with or that you can see there is chemistry with. And I really feel that you've been just prioritizing your own needs. And, you know, the fish is all about success, of course. A lot of you have been focusing on your finances or on just keeping life running smoothly. And I feel there is an energy, especially when you get the fish in this position with the ring. I feel like you will not be single for long. I feel there's an energy of commitment here because this card can connect to freedom. Now, of course, you can have freedom and independence in the right relationship, but ultimately, I feel this is about you kind of like being in a solitary energy, but meeting someone who you want to commit to long term. And of course, it will flourish into something really wonderful. There's a blossoming here. I feel some of you have been in a high level commitment before and it got cut short. Okay, there's some energy, and you know, please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, and this is not going to resonate with everyone, but I feel for some of you, you've been connected to someone where there was some shady behavior, okay? And I feel that, you know, you are coming out of that, you're healing, and you're moving on from that, but it may have influenced the way you operate in love. You know, you're super independent, and you're very strong in your energy, and you've just been in the flow of your life, but I feel this personal development and growth, which has been truly challenging for you at times, is leading you to the person that you are now, of course, but also it's creating space for the right love to come on in. So you're leaving any shady behavior behind. There's not anyone coming in here now who is going to disrespect your boundaries, as it were. I definitely get an energy that you are romancing your life a little bit more, and I actually feel that this bunch of flowers that is put in like a watering can, I mean, I feel there's a bunch of flowers offered to you, but it doesn't have to be from a romantic interest. It could be that a friend gifts you a bunch of flowers, or it's kind of like a signpost, this flower kind of bouquet thing in the water that I'm seeing, because my guides haven't put that image away. When the image doesn't go from the water, it means I haven't finished talking about it. So I feel it could be, it's just symbolic. You know, someone gives you a bunch of flowers or gifts you something, and it is a signpost or a measure that you're about to meet someone. It doesn't mean that that person has romantic interest in you, but please look out for an image of, you know, the flowers in a watering can, because it's relevant, is what I'm being given. It could be that you see it on a reel as you're scrolling through social media. So, you know, just keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, this card also indicates invitations. So I feel for some of you, you're going to be going to an invitation that is going to be quite interesting, actually. I feel there's a measure of like opulence, or there's a regal energy that I've got coming through here. So it could be that you're going to an event where people dress up, or perhaps it's like an event at like a stately home, or a place where it's connected to some sort of famous person or royalty or something like that. So I'm not sure what I'm getting here, but I feel this kind of like invitation to a place that looks like it is very expensive, like a stately home. Okay, so yeah, it could be like a masked ball in a stately home, or it could be you know, something connected to your work. Perhaps you are staying at a place that looks very ornate, but you're there to have a meeting, for example. Or some of you, it could be a hotel if you're having a vacation. You know, if you're retired, for example, it could be that you're visiting some sort of historical place, and there's like a group of people who are taken around on like a, you know, historical walk and talk kind of energy. So I'm not sure what I'm being given there, but I'm just going to leave that there. It may be relevant, it may not be, but I can see that you are on a trajectory to meet a person and commit to that person, and it will really blossom into something really beautiful. But let's get to the Celtic cross to see when you may meet this person and what's going on there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see at this time? We've got the Emperor. We have the Three of Pentacles there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them? Who's coming in towards them when it comes to love? Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? Okay, so I can see here that some of you have basically not kept love at arm's length. I just feel like you're exhausted with your options. I feel that, you know, you've been disappointed. There's no one who's been sparking any attention from you. I do see that you are ready to love. I feel like you're so ready to fall in love, and I feel like you've been working really hard on yourself there. But that Queen of Swords energy, it's telling me that there is some sort of detached energy. It's almost like either you've met people in the past who were very detached, or there's an energy here as well of two people kind of going somewhere. And this could be you and a friend inviting each other out somewhere, and as a byproduct of wherever you go, you meet a person. But let me just see, we got the Sun card. Some of you, this is like organized charity work. So if you have agreed to help someone out, or you're doing like a fun run or something for charity, or you're going to a local community center or hall, or maybe something connected to your faith where you're going to help out in some way, I feel this is a very strong energy. But let me see. We'll have to get all the cards first. We've got a King of Wands. We've got the Magician. Okay, so I definitely see here you're taking charge of your life. And I see a lot of you beautiful Virgos really connecting with someone who has strong Aries in their chart. Okay, this is not a gender-specific reading, but I do see Aries energy showing up strongly here. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the Temperance, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Strength as your outcomes. So there is love available to you, definitely on the horizon here. Strong fire in their chart, especially Aries is what I'm seeing, but it could also be a bit of Leo, Sagittarius there too. But let's get to your cards and see what is going on here. This is your starting position. So this is your energy right now, grounding yourself, creating stability in your everyday circumstances. Also, I feel like you have a lot on your plate right now. This is the card of responsibility. So I feel, my beautiful Virgo, that no matter what stage of life you're in or wherever you find yourself at this moment, you feel responsible for showing up for yourself, of course. You have a lot on your plate. You're ambitious about your tasks and responsibilities. If you're in a career, for example, this is about you bossing up. If you're retired, it's really about protecting all that you've worked for, enjoying your retirement and keeping an eye on your finances. But ultimately, it's about being stable. So I feel like you've created a space for love to come on in, a healthy environment for love to grow. And this card also indicates that you're literally taking accountability and taking charge of your life, okay? You're taking action. The Emperor energy indicates you've had experience in life. You're someone who is knowledgeable. You've got to a certain level in your life, and you may feel that, you know, things have plateaued to a certain position, no matter what position that's at, and you feel that you're at a stalemate when it comes to love. But things have got serious. So in the last couple of years, it could be that life has been challenging, and you've had to be super serious and responsible and show up for yourself and keep life running smoothly. But at the same time, the history of the Emperor card, there's always a Fool in the background in the beginning of Tarot, which was a little reminder that even though life gets serious, you know, we all have to ride that wave of life, the ups and downs. Everything's a challenge, and it comes one after another at you sometimes. And, you know, the Fool is always there to remind you to have fun, to really tap into your playful side. And when you're just showing up every day in life for yourself and backing yourself, it can be hard to really be more playful or go out there and have fun. And you're the sort of person, my beautiful Virgo, you work hard and you play hard. So I feel, you know, it's about finding that balance. But things may have got a little bit more serious recently, or, you know, this card, it can indicate that, you know, you're someone who's very reliable, and you've been meeting people in the past who are a little bit like inconsistent or indecisive in some way. Maybe even for some of you, you may have met someone in the past who breadcrumbed you or basically did not match what you offered in a relationship. So I feel like this strong sense of independence and really kind of not resigning yourself to the fact that you feel you're going to be single all of your life, because that's not true at all. Love is definitely on the horizon for you. There is a potential love opportunity coming in here. You know, it is a romantic encounter, and you get to choose whether you want to explore it further. But I definitely see it's a relationship that's very romantic. I see that it is a new relationship that could lead to a proposal, marriage. I see you engaged to this person. So, you know, whether you want to get engaged or not, that's your prerogative. You may say, you know what, actually, I'm happy to live with the person, but not get engaged if you're not about marriage, for example. But I do see a lot of you moving in with this person, getting engaged, and I can't see further than that, but I do see that it is long term. So I would say that there's a person you're about to meet where it's for keeps, especially since we've got the Four of Pentacles here. I feel like you're looking for the long term. And the Emperor energy is a really great place to start. But it does mean that, you know, on the outside, you're presenting as someone who is super serious. And, you know, you are playful. I feel you've been learning more about yourself. And now is a time to be open-hearted. The beginning of something really exciting is heading in your direction. And it's somehow connected to your plans. okay? Because we've got the Three of Pentacles there. This is the crossing energy, which can indicate that you have a lot of plans, you got projects on the go, you're doing your thing, and they take up a lot of your time. And some of you may feel that you don't have support in your life, or you're having to be very independent and do everything yourself. And that's really hard because there's not enough hours in the day, for example, to do everything. And that's why balance, that Temperance card, has shown up for you, because the key to life is variety. You know, it is that spice of life. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of something else. But if you are finding yourself doing one thing over and over and over, and although you're good at it and you're mastering it and you're successful at it, it can leave little time for other things. So if you think about like the greatest minds of our time, for example, or, you know, think of like genius children as well, when they are completely submerging themselves into music, for example, and they are mastering the piano or the violin, you know, it requires all of their time and they miss out on other things. So it could be that you've been doing something a lot in your life, but you've been missing out on other things. But you're promising yourself that 2025 is not that year to be doing that. So I feel this year in 2025, I feel like you are kind of trying to reach outside of your usual circumstances. You know, the Three of Pentacles, it indicates that you've been dedicated to building a solid foundation within yourself so that you can create space for love. But also, this is a group of people. Three of Pentacles normally has three people in the card, and it can indicate that someone that you already know is talking about you behind your back in a romantic fashion. So I'm feeling here that there's someone who's operating under the surface. They have a lot of feelings for you. I need to pull a card on this before I move forward. So, and for some of you, this could also be someone that you're connected to, but it hasn't worked out. And they could be still like on your mind, or the experience itself haunts you and you think, you know what, I don't want it to end up that way. I don't want to like repeat a cycle. I certainly see that you don't want to revisit the past, but it could be that the past is on your mind because we've got the Queen of Swords there. So let me just pull a quick card on it, okay? Why the Three of Pentacles in the crossing position? Eight of Wands, okay? So there could be somebody, for some of you, someone who's in and out of your life really quickly, or you thought that you were going places with a person you connected to, and it stalled. You know, this could be that you're trying to give up on someone who has, like, a lack of investment in a relationship. So a lot of you are really, like, taking charge of your life and erecting a healthier boundary. And I'm just getting this energy with this card. It's like you're unreachable for someone from your past. So it could be that, you know, you've decided to block them or make it more difficult for them to reach out to you. That's what's coming through. But this person, they do tend to find a way to connect to you. So if you do have a past person who keeps trying to, you know, come back into your life, I feel like you are trying to leave that behind. Let me just, because I feel this got cut short quite quickly. Can you show me what their intention is, this person from the past? Can you show me what their intention is? Now, this person may actually reach out to you in and around the Valentine's period, okay? Their intention, the Hierophant. Okay, so they want to learn what you're up to, but this is also the marriage card. So this person, it could be that they are learning about their actions and how it has a consequence. So they either step up or step out of your life because you have built a healthier boundary. So I would say some of you, not all of you, because I'm getting about 20% energy, well, yeah, 20%-ish energy of my beautiful Virgos out there. You will hear from someone from your past. Okay, and you get to decide what you do with that. So I would say some of you got options, but there's someone new here. I see you with someone new. I got to be honest with the energy I'm being given. And I do see here that, you know, you can't fast track a relationship, but I feel, you know, even when your past comes knocking, for those of you who still have an ex who kind of reaches out from time to time, this person, I'm being given, let me see, let me just move past that energy for a moment. I want to clarify, because I also was just given by some of my guides that your past person, one or two of them, are actually committed to somebody else. Yeah, so I feel the Three of Pentacles indicates third-party situation. My guide said, do not forget about that. So if someone from your past is knocking, it can be that they're still connected to somebody else, but they're reaching out to you as well. So just do your due diligence. I'm not here to tell you what to do or who to choose, but what I can see here is that if they didn't invest fully in the past, then of course there's a new person who's going to invest fully from the very beginning. And I feel like you're going to choose that person. I want you to be aware that the Page of Pentacles pages are new. Okay, so I feel like you will be talking to someone new there, but you have history with someone who wants to communicate with you. So these are what the cards mean. So I just want you to be aware of that. Even if you look up the meanings of the cards online, you'll see that. And in the question that I asked, I feel it's like someone with history has a notion to reach out to you. But I'm also being given that someone who is a friend of yours has romantic feelings for you, but they're keeping it to themselves, and I really don't think that they're going to express it. This person is a friend, and they may be there trying to help you with all your endeavors. This may be a sort of a hint at who this person could be. They're always ready at a moment's notice to hang with you as well. Can you show me a little bit more about the friend? Yeah, Three of Cups. Again, this could also be a friend who is with somebody else or someone who's married, because we got the Justice card, contract energy, but we got Three of Cups. There's a friend here who loves spending time with you. Please apply it to your situation. You know, you have a feeling like, are they giving me a hint? You just know, okay? This person, they will kind of try to discuss it. I thought that they wouldn't expose it, but I feel like they do want it to be out there, okay? And we got the Six of Wands there. This person loves being seen with you. They love to accompany you places, and they always want what's right for you. So even when they tell you how they feel about you, let me see how you feel about them. Even if you don't want to really explore a relationship with this person, I still feel that this person will always be there for you. This person really loves you, like really. So, but if there's no chemistry there, then of course you can't go to that place. Nine of Cups. So they're wonderful, whoever this person is. Yeah. I feel there is an energy of this person's always there to talk to you. They are a friend. This is a person who always offers you kind of like sanctuary. We've got the Five of Swords and we've got the Ten of Swords there. So I really feel that perhaps you may have thought about it occasionally, but you've put an end to that thought. Ten of Swords can indicate that, you know, you don't want to sabotage the friendship, because the Four of Cups is there. I feel like romantically there isn't that spark. There's just a sense of comfort and security with this person. Aces represent new energy, so I feel like you're going to be talking to someone new, and the Six of Cups represents also talking to someone from your past. So I feel these are your options, but it could be that you soundboard your options with this friend, and then they kind of reveal how they feel about you, and then it kind of makes you feel like you can't talk to them about the new options because you feel like you have to let them down gently, is what I'm being given with this. So I feel like you don't have feelings, even though like it's almost like on paper they'd be a beautiful person to be with, you know, but you feel there's just a missing ingredient there. Okay, that's what I'm being given, because the Nine of Cups is like a wish to be in love, and they would be perfect, but all these other cards highlight that actually you don't want to cross a line with this person. So I'm going to leave that there. Let's focus more on new energy. That energy is going to be for a small minority of my beautiful Virgos who have a friend that they feel already. I feel intuitively, you know, this person has feelings for you. But the Three of Pentacles there crossing the Emperor, it can indicate that you are focused mainly on your plans, and that, you know, you have been giving that a priority until recently, where you felt a little bit more like wanting to commit to love or a high level commitment. Some of you with the Three of Pentacles, it indicates in this position that you may have been betrayed in the past, and there's trust issues that you're healing from. But I also feel there is an energy of some of you, like your friendships have evolved and they may have other priorities or responsibilities, families, children, or things that they're doing right now. And you may feel that, you know, you've lost your wing man or woman. For example, it could be that for some of you, it's hard to organize something where you all go out like the good old days, because I'm getting this sense of nostalgia from your reading, but I do see that there is an invitation or something that you and friends will go to, and this is a place where you're going to really meet this person. Okay, so the earthly plane position, we got the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is to turn her back to the past. It means that you are erecting healthy boundaries. You're self-sufficient. You're confident, or you're building in confidence there. Also, I feel this is about you learning to set healthy boundaries, especially since it opposes the Six of Pentacles there, which means that you're an overgiver. Okay, and sometimes when we get into a relationship, especially the first 3 months, the honeymoon period, we think the person that we've met is the best thing since sliced bread. And we must remember that when we kind of idolize a person or put them on a pedestal, you know, if you know the Three of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, there is a figure who is elevated on a stool or a pedestal. And it can indicate that we raise a person up because we just love them so much and we think they're perfect in the first 3 months or so. And when we do that, we shift the balance of the relationship. By, you know, raising them up, we inadvertently put ourselves a little bit below their energy. So we always feel like we have to please them or find magical moments to not impress them because you're being your wonderful, authentic self, but we do things for the other person to like show up for them. And you may notice that the more things you do, the more the other person will sit back and enjoy you doing them. But the right person will actually bring reciprocity, and it will be a very, you know, interesting kind of flow between you both, where both of you are stepping up for each other. And this is a measure of healthy boundaries and respect in a relationship. And some of you may have experienced in the past that you have given to a situation more than you were getting back, and you were let down or misunderstood in some way, disappointed, and I just feel that it kind of discouraged you from relationships for a little while. And you've learned to be all by yourself, be independent, and you don't need anybody, but you want to be with, you know, a companion. So also, you know, there's a beautiful dove here, which is like you come in peace, but also, you know, you can cut a person down when you feel that they are overstepping a mark. So I feel there's a little bit of guardedness about this card and a little bit of detachment about it as well. Because I feel that, you know, when you get the Queen of Cups in the past position, this means that you're someone who offers unconditional love. You have such a beautiful heart. It's so open, so pure and loving. But it's in the past. Something's happened to make you go a little bit like distant. I don't want to say cold, because I don't feel like you're cold, but I feel this energy of like you feeling fed up of the dating scene, feeling slightly detached, or keeping at a distance because you feel it wastes your time. There's no one out there who's got that spark. So let me just pull a card on that Queen of Swords, because this can also be oh, how should I receive? Okay, so we've also got, these came away from the deck. So I'm just going to show them. We've got the Seven of Swords and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. I only pick the uprights from the deck. Now the Queen of Pentacles is actually a Virgo card, and we've got the Seven of Swords. So it can indicate that some of you were ghosted by a person, or, you know, you were betrayed. There's trust issues there. Seven of Swords can be that someone stole your heart and then did not invest in it, but someone who keeps trying to return. So this card can literally be that you're guarding yourself from the past. Okay, you don't want to repeat a cycle, and you certainly don't want the person from the past, but it means that you're influenced by that situation and you're just hoping that it doesn't happen again. So you may have felt a little bit guarded because of a past situation. You were looking back and hoping that you don't invest in a similar situation in the future because you don't want to waste time. But also, Seven of Swords can be that you enjoy your independent time and that you're nurturing your home space, you're saving finances, you know, and you're creating a level of peace in your life. And, you know, you've got into a sort of routine where there's no drama. You may have equated love and passion with drama and pain based on your experiences. So it can be that you're all good by yourself, prioritizing your own needs. But there's three queens here. And I did mention that I feel that you will be in a group of people when you meet this new person, and there's three pentacles there, which normally there's three people, but I feel there's two of you kind of going together, and maybe you're being met by another person, the third person at an event. That's something that's coming through. But I feel more than anything, these are aspects of self because they're different positions in the Celtic cross. So I want you to be aware of that. But we've got the Queen of Cups in your past position, so it indicates that you are an overgiver. This card often comes with a cautionary tale not to give too much of yourself to a person who is not investing in the same way. But also it indicates you've been going through a period of self-love, self-care, and finding emotional security in who you are and what you want in a relationship. So let me just pull a quick card on that Queen of Cups, because normally it means you're ready to fall in love. Or it can also mean you fell in love in the past, because this is the earthly plane position right now. This is you right now. You're feeling a bit disconnected from the whole dating scene. You're feeling like not isolated and alone, but I feel like you have a sense of purpose right now. You have intentions on what you want to accomplish. You've got a strategy, and it feels like, you know, you're just being really honest with yourself and taking accountability for your actions on the earthly plane. Like, for example, if you don't put yourself on online dating, for example, then you won't find anyone in the home space. You won't find love knocking on your door. It's going to be rare. Okay, so it's like you need to get out there and go to events or go to experiences that bring you joy, or get more involved in the community, for example, or go on online dating. So I feel for some of you, swords are all about the mind, but they're also about communication and the ether. So this can be an internet energy. So for some of you, it could be that you may have been talking to someone on an internet forum or thought about doing that, and I feel there's an energy of you wondering how it's going to go. If you're questioning a person's actions or how they feel about you, this normally means you can feel that the connection isn't exactly what you're hoping for, okay? Because anybody who's interested in you will give you no cause for questioning their investment in the relationship. So I actually feel like you're going to meet someone in the physical sense. I feel like you're going to meet someone out and about doing something that you love doing. So that's something that's coming out there. But let me just pull a quick card. Yeah, it's more about your sense of independence, solitary energy, enjoying who you are, learning about who you are. Nine of Pentacles is building a life of luxury, enjoying freedom, you know, getting connected to nature, focusing on your projects, you know, showing up for yourself to create a solid, stable foundation. And it basically indicates that you're sticking to your plans. I feel all of your energy is highlighting that you've got a plan, or you are committed to doing something. But I do see an invitation or something being offered to you where you may need to adjust your schedule for, is what I'm being given. And this is where you will meet this new person, okay? So I feel like you're having a glow up. You're magnetic. You get a lot of attention. You may not notice this, but you actually get a lot of attention. This card indicates you're very attractive, but sometimes you may not see that within yourself, because I'm being given by my guides, if only you could see what other people see. You're so lovable. You are really attractive, both inside and out. You have rare qualities about you. And I feel, you know, you are learning that you are enough. Queen of Cups has a huge cup of love to offer. And although you're an earth element and this is a water element, this is an aspect of self. We all have aspects of elements within ourselves. And you have so much love to give. And love has not passed you by. It's just divine timing to meet with the right person. So I feel like this is your pause or your calling to really enjoy your single time. Sometimes when we're single, you know, we constantly think about the thing that we do not have. That's human nature. So we may think about all the times that we want to be in a relationship, or the times that we've been in a relationship, we yearn for it. But this pause for you is actually about enjoying your own time. Saying, you know what, tonight I'm going to date myself. I'm going to take myself to the movies. I'm going to sit in the bath and read a book with candles and wine, if you drink wine, for example, or a juice, for example. Or you're going to cozy up in bed with your favorite TV show. Whatever it is, this is about investing in self and enjoying it without feeling guilty. Because people sometimes, when they take that time, they think, you know what, I should be doing other things. I could be doing other things. We feel guilty for taking time for ourselves. And you're given this pause on purpose in order to give to yourself and empower yourself. And with the Six of Pentacles, this is your potential position. Six of Pentacles means a surprise from the universe. The universe is bestowing generosity upon you. Someone who's going to invest in a future with you, and they want to take the journey of life and love. So you're not actually going to be expecting to fall in love when you meet this person. you're not actually going to be searching. I feel like you're out with friends. I feel like you're doing something that you really enjoy. It could be an event to, an invitation to an event to something is what I'm being given. And this Six of Pentacles indicates the universe is placing someone on your path for you to meet. But also this card, it indicates balance and reciprocity. So it is a relationship where there is give and take. And also strong energy here of a charitable event. So it could be wherever you go, there could be people kind of like asking for donations for charity. I mean, it could be that you're going to the theater with your friends. And, at the end, they have like a theater kind of donation bucket where they're giving to a certain charity. For some of you, it could be that you're actually training to do a charitable event and you could meet a person through that. Or you could be doing some sort of help in the community, because I'm getting strong charity event energy. But it could also be that the person you're about to meet actually does a lot of charitable work. A humanitarian energy is what I'm feeling from this person. They're very kind. This person's very passionate, very adventurous. They're very level-headed as well. So it feels like they're all-rounded. And I'm being given a song right now for this person. Oh, wow. This is a song you don't hear every day. It's actually a very upbeat song. All of my love, all of my kisses. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. The world can see that you were meant for me. Okay, it's a very famous song, Buddy Holly. So listen out for that song, because I feel like you are going to hear that song and it is a signpost to you to let you know that the universe is sending you someone. I mean, if you even think about the lyrics of that song, all of my love, all of my kisses. So this person's going to like devote themselves to you. It's very passionate, and it's almost like you're not even going to think about the past, because the lyrics are like, you don't know what you've been missing. So as soon as you get with this new person, everything else fades away. And you've been accepting less than you truly deserve in relationships in the past. And some of you, if you've been a solitary energy and you've not been in a high-level commitment, I feel this is the person that you're meant to be with. And the universe is getting it right first time, okay? And this person's meant for you. This is your soulmate. When you get a Six of Pentacles, it means the universe is offering you a gift. And I feel the gift is the gift of love, okay? I mean, the next 6 weeks for you, because this is the near future position, we got the sun. So this indicates you're going through an intense period of personal development and growth. You're doing things that bring you joy. You're only going where you feel happy, because the sunflower only follows the sun throughout the day. But also this is allowing yourself to be seen, getting yourself out there. So I feel like you're doing things that bring happiness, and this card, it always means a joyous outcome, a successful outcome. So I feel this is about you being seen. And, as soon as you meet this person, there's something in this person's eyes when you first meet them. Also, there's going to be a conversation about a ring, is what I'm seeing. And it's a ring that may have some sort of crest on it. So either you or this person you're about to meet, there's a ring and it has a specific meaning, a crest. It could be connected to their family. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's going to be a conversation about a ring. Maybe that's why you've got the ring card, actually. There's going to be a communication about it. And this is another sign that you've met the person you're meant to be with, okay? But the Sun card, I would say that you are getting out there a little bit more in the next 6 weeks. And I feel on the cusp of when you leave the 6 weeks, I feel this is when you're meeting someone new. So if you're invited to something, and I feel when you get invited to this thing, you have to look at your diary and go, oh. And I feel like you have to just make some adjustments to kind of make it. You're going to make it, but I feel like you may have to move some things around there in order to make it. And that's a measure of the event that you're going to be meeting the person at, okay? Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment. King of Wands, take action. I mean, look at the connection. Allow yourself to be seen. Shine your light. Stand in all your glory. You are unique, and that really is your superpower. You do attract a lot of attention, but I feel this is about you growing in confidence with that. You're not being egotistical in that. This is about owning it and knowing that you have a certain gravitas and that you are magnetic. King of Wands and Queen of Wands, they are magnetic cards. It means that you actually attract a lot of attention, and there's a warmth about you. And I also feel, this is is a card that kind of indicates you're ready to settle down. You may be doing something that is connected to your spirituality as well, okay? Or there is a spiritual connection between you and this person that you're about to meet. You know, this card is all about compassion. It's about being brave and bold. It's also an indication that you are highly attractive. It's another card that indicates, you know, no matter how you feel about yourself, that is the most important, really. You know, to have confidence within is the most, you know, important measure of you being empowered, but also it's an aphrodisiac as well. But I feel a lot of people around you find you very attractive. And my readings are not about aesthetics, but I keep being drawn to the attractiveness of you, and it matches your heart. And that is rare, and you are rare. So I feel if you waited for love for a long time, it's because the universe wanted to send you someone who is equally as rare as you, someone who is not going to take you for granted, someone who actually respects the sanctity of a relationship. And, you know, I feel that you're taking leadership in your life. I mean, we did have like 3 queens show up, and now there is like a king of wands here. So I feel there could be like a group of you going somewhere, but also I feel one person in your immediate group, I feel it's someone you know, they actually have passionate feelings for you, and they will discuss it with you, but I feel they step aside because they want you to be happy, and they know that you don't feel the same way, but I feel like they want to get it out there. Okay, that's something. You'll let this person down gently, of course, because actually they are really a beautiful person. So, and they actually have love coming for them too, is what I'm being given. But I feel it's not with you both. But I feel like you both support each other in your relationship. But I do see that this is about you kind of like building in confidence. This is a confidence card, but it's also about you going where you feel truly happy. And the sun is on that wand there. So this is about shining your light, of course, allowing yourself to be seen in all your glory. I mean, some of you, because we have the sun so heavily featured here, it could be that you're going to an event that, you know, is on a sunny day, or perhaps you're traveling somewhere. I don't have any travel cards here, so I'm not being given any energy of you traveling, so I have to honor that. I feel you meet someone who is connected to your neighborhood, but it could be that you go to an event that is not at a usual place, or it could be somewhere that you just travel just outside your neighborhood and you go to an event there. I don't feel like it's like across the world or anything like that. That's what I'm getting from this reading. Now we've got the Magician card, so another Aries energy. I'm feeling the strong Aries energy. This is also an Aries card. We've got the Emperor there as well. But this Magician card indicates magic around you, suddenly meeting a person. But the Magician card in this position, it's all about your focus. And your focus is commitment right now. It may not have been your priority before, but it is now. And I feel like you are attracting the love of your life, okay? The Magician card is about turning your visions into reality. There are infinite possibilities for you to meet this person, but there is one person who's been laid out for you. And this is the person you're going to fall in love with. The Magician card, it, of course, it indicates that you are magnetic. It indicates that, you know, you are standing in your personal power. But this card, you know, it can connect to your belief system. Believe and receive. When you're in Magician energy, it means you have everything you need within yourself to attract what you want and what you need in life. And this is about owning who you are and knowing that you are a gift, and that you are meeting a person who is going to exchange reciprocally the love. You know, these are offerings cards. So I feel this is about you offering your love and the universe sending you someone who offers in return an investment in love. And I feel that you and this person that's coming in truly going to be happy. The Magician card, it's like you manifest this person into your life. You can feel it. You can feel the shift. You know that something is changing. You can feel that this year is the year that you're going to fall in love. This is your soulmate year where you meet the person that you're going to settle down with. And the Magician card indicates that you must surrender to the magic because everything has a divine order or purpose, and you will notice synchronicities happening around you, like hearing that song, seeing an image of like a watering can with flowers in it. Also, I'm seeing, thank you so much, I'm so grateful. I'm seeing in the water, you know, a heart monitor where they have that like beep, beep, beep. I don't know what it's called. I'm not, you know, au fait with what that would be called professionally, but I'm just being given like heart monitor, and it's showing me that the heart is starting to race. So it tells me that you're going to meet a person that makes your heart beat faster. And this could also be symbolic that either this person, they are, as I said, humanitarian. So it could be that they work in healthcare, or maybe you do, or there's a connection there, or maybe it's about doing charity work for some sort of healthcare or involved in the community to help people, for example. And this is going to be a common conversation between you both, and then you kind of know, well, this is my person. It's more than that, but I feel it's going to be that you meet this new person, it makes your heart beat faster because you know when you meet this person that they are the one, and you can see your life with this person. Like, you're trying to stop yourself. I feel like you put the brakes on. You're like, no, don't get ahead of yourself. Just take it easy, let it organically grow into something, but you know. And so does the person. If you're feeling it, this person is also feeling it. And I'm talking about the new person, okay? The Four of Pentacles is your hope and fear position. So you're hoping it's for keeps, okay? And there's a snake there, which, you know, we're in the year of the snake right now. So, well, we will be in February. That's when we move into the year of the snake. So it tells me that, you know, as I said, it's just after the cusp of this reading. So 6 weeks time, we will have just moved into the year of the snake. So it could be symbolic that you're about to meet a person. It starts to transform into, you know, a loving relationship as soon as we move into the year of the snake. But this card means longevity. It means holding on to a relationship that is meant for you. You know, it is a hope and a fear position. So the fear, of course, is in the resistance position. You investing in a relationship that is emotionally unavailable or does not return the investment. Someone you cannot trust. Someone who is negative. Someone who basically... There's jealousy because of the snake there as well. So it could be the negative side. Some of you may have connected to a person in the past who had really strong jealousy or tried to project feelings onto you to make you jealous of them. That's a measure of someone who's very insecure and actually does not want to lose you, but projects their fear and insecurities onto you in order to kind of like control the situation. So I feel like you are releasing any kind of people or energy that displayed that in your past, and you're moving on from it. But also this card is a cautionary card because it means don't let life pass you by. Yes, you've got responsibilities. Yes, you're reaching for something in your life. But remember, variety is the spice of life, and you can have it all. You can have a loving, high-level commitment, someone who walks by your side, someone who supports your journey, and vice versa. And you can also be successful in all your endeavors. So I really feel that this is something that you are focusing on right now, that you can have it all. If anyone ever told you that, you know, when one area of your life is doing really well, it means the other is suffering because you're not giving attention to it. But when this area of your life is going really well, you can then give some attention and keep the balance there. Because you got the Temperance card, I feel all of your energy is focused on something. And when you are invited to this event, you know, I feel this is where you factor it in and are flexible to make sure that you make it, but it's somehow still connected to your sense of calling. You're called to be at that event. So as soon as you hear about it, you're like, yeah, I really want to go. So really pay close attention to what your heart is whispering to you at this time. I mean, you've got the Temperance cards. I mean, they are not watering cans, but they're jugs there, but they're not what I saw in the water. But the Temperance card is basically about you examining your priorities in life. What do you want? You know, it's about blending as well, turning one thing into another. It's making sure that you can have the best of both worlds. You know, the Temperance card in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the figure has 2 cups and is blending the water. It's being in the flow of life. You can do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And a little bit of that, you know, is also being open to a high-level commitment, because an act of self-care is also to be in a high-level commitment. There's nothing wrong with being single and independent and enjoying your own time, but if you're searching for a companion, you know, you can have it all. And the cup of love, it starts with the self first. So a lot of you are learning to love yourself first fully and finding balance, removing drama from your life. But I feel like you've been very patient, okay? But because we've got the Ace of Cups showing up here, I feel that, you've been so patient that you are creating space for the right person to come in. You've been conserving yourself, waiting for the one. And I feel this person is the one. Aces are the start of something really exciting and rewarding. And this card, it indicates a new relationship. Even if you look up the meaning of the card, it means fresh new start, new relationship, an emotional connection, nurturing a heart-based relationship where there's romance, there's passion, and it's an opportunity to grow together, to understand each other. And I feel this is giving me strong couple vibes, okay? And I definitely see that, you are on a trajectory to meet a new person. And with the Strength card, some of you are going to an event that is totally out of your comfort zone or is totally different from the usual sort of stuff that you do, okay? The Lion energy can indicate that you are empowered, that you are believing in yourself, and that you have gravitas. When you enter a room, people look at you. The Strength card is also about having compassion with yourself, loving yourself in a different way. And when you do that, it actually shows on the outside. Whenever someone walks into a room, you can tell how they carry themselves, the measure of a person. We should never judge a book by its cover, but our initial kind of interaction with a person, how they carry themselves. Like if I was slouching here and just being like, oh yeah, okay, that tells me that maybe I'm a little bit of a nervous person. I'm a little bit private, insular, maybe a little bit worried that people are going to judge me, but if I'm sitting there going, okay, I'm open and I'm not crossing my arms, I'm not hiding anything here, I'm standing in my true glory and my authenticity and say, take me as I am. I cannot be anybody else. I can only be me. And that is my superpower. There is a confidence in that where other people feel gravitational energy. They want to come and get to know that person, because when you give yourself permission to shine, you also give other people permission to shine too. So I feel like you are realizing how empowered you are. And I feel that, you are meeting a person who offers unconditional love. This card is about unconditional love, but it's also a card of power, of strength, of believing in yourself, of, having that inner calm, knowing that you've been patient enough to wait for the right person. So therefore, you are someone who is intuitively listening to your instincts and know when a person gives you red flags. You're not allowing anyone to cross a boundary. You've erected healthy boundaries there. So I feel like when you meet this new person, you just know that they are the one. They are your soulmate, okay? So I feel it's for keeps. I feel it's a long-term relationship. I feel you've actually manifested this person into your life. You are ready to love. I feel like you meet this person in a group of people. You'll have to make an adjustment, however, to attend an event is what I'm seeing there. Now, there may also be a connection to wild animals, because I'm kind of being drawn to the Strength card and safari, but it could also be one of those wildlife parks where animals roam free and then you're driving in the car. Okay, it could be something like that. I mean, maybe this is going to be a date that you go on with this person. I'm not really sure. I'm just being given that energy. So my guides asked me to go again, so I will. Okay. So we have gifts, we have strings. This is connected to a past person, I feel. Someone where there are strings attached. We've got support there as well, and we've got mystery. So maybe this is connected to the very ornate, building. It could be a fancy dress party, for example, or somewhere you're going to. Maybe this is about not giving so much of yourself initially in the relationship. You're looking at reciprocity, holding a little bit back for yourself so a person can discover you, okay? Maybe it's all about the mystery of love and how, there's a billion people more out there in the universe and in the world, rather, and it's all about that one person who's right for you. And finding that person seems really like an overwhelming task. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be possible. It's impossible. But actually, when it's love and the universe is guiding you to a person, the impossible becomes possible. And I feel like you are meeting a person who is meant for you. So we have gifts, and I feel this was to remind you that you are a gift, but also I feel for some of you, you're gifted a bunch of flowers, okay? And really be mindful of that. It doesn't have to be from a romantic interest. It could be from your mom. It could be from like a neighbor. It could be from a coworker or a client, you know, and it doesn't have to be like a big bouquet. I feel you're gifted flowers, and this is like a sign like, oh, you've connected to the next level of your journey, and now you're on a trajectory to meet your soulmate. Now we do have strings, okay? So I feel a lot of you are disconnecting from the past, cutting those strings. That's why you've got that sword there. You're getting a bird's eye view from your life as you kind of like review where you feel like you're at right now. And you're becoming kind of like unreachable to someone who is somehow attached to you or feels like they can walk into your life whenever they want. And as you can see, those strings are like burnt. So I feel this is about you kind of like releasing something in order to be happy, because it's number 19. You've got the Sun card 19. You want to be happy, okay? So I definitely see that you're cutting ties to the past and you're not allowing anyone to control you. You're walking straight into a high-level commitment where there is support, reciprocity, and it's number 4, so that's the foundational energy. And I feel like you are going to be kind of like hand in hand with someone throughout the rest of this year. That's what I'm seeing there. We've also got mystery, mask. Now, this doesn't mean that someone, you know, is holding back information from you. It can be that you are kind of like marveling at the mystery of love, that sometimes it doesn't make sense, but then all of a sudden everything makes sense. But I feel more than anything, because there is like a very kind of like cute mask there, it could be that you're going to some sort of mass ball, or you're going to an event where people dress up, for example. I mean, some of you may also have like, I've just got this energy, but I feel it's your friend. So it could be in and around Valentine's Day, you get like a, you know, a Valentine's Day card from someone. It's a mystery, like a secret admirer, but I feel, you know, it's your friend. Maybe that's what they do for them kind of outing their feelings, and then they eventually tell you. So maybe it's connected to that. But number 13 is change, transformation. So if you feel that you've been holding back for a while from the dating scene or keeping at arm's length because you feel there's no one out there, I feel like you're getting out there and doing something for you, and there is a supportive relationship at the end of it. I'm going to go and get a trinket or room before we close. Masquerade, masquerade. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I'm just hearing masquerade, masquerade. So if you've been invited to a masquerade event, or perhaps you're going to a theatrical experience where you have to wear a mask or something, I'm just being given masquerade. That tends to be like a ball, right? So yeah, there's a strong potential for you to meet someone at an event like that if you are invited to it. We've got yes. So, I mean, you know what I just saw? I just saw, as I said yes in the water, I saw someone proposing. So there's a strong energy that you will get engaged to this person. They will propose to you. This is the new person, and you're going to say yes. That's my vibe from it all. But I feel this is about being open. Whenever you get the word yes, it kind of means that you are open to what the universe is offering, and you're going to really enjoy that. We've also got a very ornate teapot. Okay, so this could be, I can't imagine it would be a tea party, but it may be some sort of mass tea party or something. But it could be that you are going to be having like a beverage with someone, like on a date, for example. Teapot, tea is very healthy for you, of course. Teapot, it's like a gathering. You know, I just think of teapot as a gathering, sharing. I mean, it could also be like a little measure to hydrate, perhaps, but we've also got a pure heart there as well. So I would say you're meeting someone who has a pure heart like you, and someone who is ready to fall in love and to feel comfortable in a relationship. So I'm going to leave it there. I definitely see love is on the horizon. You wouldn't have got the Ace of Cups if there wasn't. And I feel, you know, this is about the steps it takes to be on the path to meet the one. And I feel like you are about to meet the one. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Virgo. Now, if you'd like to be in the chance to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is visualize the world, the earth, the globe in golden healing light. Please, that's all I ask of you, because I really feel we will need it this year. 2025 is going to be a turbulent year. I really feel it's important for us all collectively to visualize that earth, or our earth, because it's our home, in a healing golden light. And in the comments box below, that's all I ask you to do, is put an emoji of a world and a heart, and I'll enter you into a competition, and I will announce a winner in February. Also, if you don't have access to emojis, then please just write earth and heart, and I will, of course, enter you into that competition as well. And I will leave it there. So thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo, and love and light.